But the clock is ticking, so they say it's time to go. Sit back, enjoy the show. Yeah, it's GOAT. Whoa, whoa.
Yeah, so I collect a lot of bobbleheads, like a lot of bobbleheads. Like I have like somewhere between 250 and 300. I'm not sure the exact number. Some of them I've repaired and they're just mine now. You know, I can't ever flip them or anything like that, but whatever. I have an impressive amount of bobbleheads, probably an addiction, have way too many of them. But I just really love collecting them. I have a perfect space for them in my man cave. Ask my wife about this and she'll not want to talk bobbleheads. Ask my friends, they'll probably tell you I'm crazy. But blah, blah, I want to start off, you know. You don't believe me, do you? Hold up one second. So that was my bobblehead wall inside my man cave, as I said. Constantly changing it. It is what it is. But okay, let's start it out. Bobble of the day. Today's bobblehead is near and dear to me.
Welcome, Goat fans, to another episode of the greatest of all time podcast show, Goat Radio. I'm the big man, and I'm completely jacked up for my next guest here. We actually hooked up on TikTok, and I love this guy's content. He's the ultimate collector. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so pumped to welcome the one, the only, the Bobble Goat.
Thank you so much for having me on the Goat Radio. I really appreciate it. I really just want to, before I get started, address my thousands and thousands of fans on TikTok, and I want to address my cousin and his buddy, my friend now Tommy from the No Outs podcast, who got me started on TikTok. I wouldn't have had the courage to do this, to expose on myself, to be myself like this without them. So I want to thank them. I want to thank my wife. And I also want to thank my buddy Alex. But yeah, we'll keep it to that. Yeah.
100%, brother. I love how you said just going out of your comfort zone and just and you know, collecting and doing what you love. And
I really do love collecting. Like I am a bit obsessive, as anyone can tell by looking at what I have in my collection. And you know, as I've become more of an adult and I've been able to afford things and learned about trading and all this other stuff, I've been able to build the collection. And I have this collection you see behind me. Plus, you've seen it in my content at the Bobble Goat. On TikTok is where I am right now. I might be expanding to other places, but like you know, I have a full-on man cave with tons of signatures, memorabilia. I think we'll get into that later, but yeah, I just absolutely love collecting.
I love it. That's what you know. You have the same interests as me, and you look at your setup. I love it. Okay, we're gonna get into it, Bobble Goat, but first things first, we gotta say what we're wearing. So I can start, okay?
Okay.
I am wearing the Rodzilla NWO.
Wow. What a shirt! The Rodzilla who went to the NWO during the NBA Finals. What a boss.
I know, like it's got to be the greatest sport and wrestling collaboration of all time.
Dude, I have to right now. I'm sorry. Like I have this can't go in my top 5 because it's number 1, but it's also not number 1. Like I can't rate my bobbleheads, but I have to pull out a bobblehead right now of the GOAT himself. If we're on the GOAT Radio, Vince McMahon, the GOAT himself. He made that happen because Eric Bischoff wouldn't have needed to be that desperate without him. All of this is Vince McMahon's. Everything is in his grand plan. He might not have made that specifically happen, but indirectly to him and DX, they made that happen.
You know your stuff, man. What do you got wearing right now?
Right now, I'm wearing a custom Nick Foles 76ers jersey, number 9. It says Foles on the back. Ring the bell. Jared Noah's podcast. Ring the bell. And Nick Foles has a special place in my heart. I've loved him since day one. I have a bobblehead to prove it that I got when he was on the Eagles.
And I just want to point out, you're from Philadelphia. We have to put that out. You're East Coast.
Yes, I'm from Philadelphia. I'm a huge Philadelphia fan. Yes, I'm a huge Philadelphia fan. Love it or hate it. I'm a Philadelphia fan. I like to call myself a rational Philadelphia fan. I go to all the Eagles games. I'm blessed. My father-in-law takes me, and it's the nicest thing that he could do. And This is from the Foles original season 2014. Everyone that knows me gave me a call the day that the Eagles signed Nick Foles, the year they won the Super Bowl. I already knew this, of course, but I was happy to get their phone call because I'm so annoying. My one of my best friends tells me that he almost wishes the Eagles lost the Super Bowl so I couldn't brag about Nick Foles the rest of my life. But guess what? The Eagles won the Super Bowl, and I can brag about Nick Foles the rest of my life. So the story behind this is my cousin Jared and I were just messing around, and he was like, "Yo, I have all these different jerseys and stuff," and he's like, "Yo, you should be the Foles guy." And I was like, "What do you mean?" And and that's when I first started, but it really didn't work out. I didn't make TikTok content. I made like Instagram content. I think I deleted it, and it was the Foles guy. And I would take pictures of myself in Foles jerseys. So I have Sixers, I have Flyers, I have Eagles, obviously. I have Phillies Foles jerseys, and like at sporting events. Like I was at the World Series in a Nick Foles jersey. So, but I mean, this is much better. I am able to be myself with this, and like I love these Nick Foles jerseys though. I still wear them out all the time. I just don't take the pictures of it. And yeah, I was the Foles guy in a former online life.
Unreal, man. And I know watching your content, you put on a lot of jerseys yourself. Do you have any favorites that you want to show the Goat fans?
So I want to start off with the GOAT himself, Michael Jordan.
Oh,
but the thing about this is it's him on the Toon Squad.
Yeah, that's
So
unreal.
The OG Space Jam. The next two that I want to show you are of the Mamba himself, a Mamba jersey, and a Lower Merion High School jersey of Kobe the Mamba Bryant. I want to show you my D Generation X jersey. It has Suck It on the front with the DX and Generate on the back with the number 69. I love this jersey.
That is wicked.
I just want to show one more. I got this in Greece, this Giannis jersey, that I actually got in Greece. So that was pretty dope.
Those are some wicked jerseys, man.
Yeah. I mean, like
that DX one.
Yeah. That DX one's fire. I love it. Yeah.
Good for you, buddy. You know what? I have a good feeling we're going to be doing some business together down the road.
Dude, I have a feeling too, because like I really I've checked your guys' stuff out, and like you guys, your interest in your and like I'll be honest, I'm not the biggest hockey fan, but I'm a huge wrestling fan. I know I see how big of wrestling fans you are, and like we probably talk wrestling all day, but that's for another time, as you said, down the road.
Yeah. It's
yeah.
just so nostalgic, man. It just brings back. It brings back the childhood. It was such a big part of life back in the day.
Just wait until I got something for you, but I'm gonna save it for a little bit.
Okay, you save it. All right, buddy. Okay, bobbleheads.
Yes.
I think it's super cool. Is there any historic facts or interesting anything we need to know about bobbleheads in general? Like what got you into collecting these things?
Okay. I mean, like, so those are like two different things, because I'll like, so what got the Bobble Goat into bobbleheads? I'll start off with that. I have always been a collector, obviously, and like I've collected bobbleheads and different memorabilia, and like I've been gifted memorabilia. Like I have a Stone Cold signed picture by Rob Schamberger, who's a famous WWE artist. You probably know who he is. And like that was given to me as a wedding gift, and like I have many wrestling belts, and so like when we move into this house, and it's my in-laws house. We bought my in-laws house, and it has this theater in it, and it's like set up like a movie theater, and it's great. And these walls are filled with DVDs and stuff. So I'm gonna take all my memorabilia and I'm gonna put it on there. And then I run into a problem. The problem is that I got 9 inches. Okay.
Yeah.
I got 9 inches, and I'm like, well, and so it's all laid out. It looks cool, but like I can't get like my wrestling belts on there. Like I can't get like my other cool memorabilia. I can't get a lot of my big head bobbleheads on there. So like I always had bobbleheads, but then like COVID hit, right? And I had this man cave. We just moved into this house, and I started noticing that I had more bobbleheads than not, and I started getting into bobblehead trading. And I did that through Facebook, where I learned that there's a whole bobblehead community that will try to rip off anybody not in the bobblehead community. So be aware of that if you're buying bobbleheads. But
Can I
that
stop you there? Do these bobbleheads, do they get graded like cards as well?
so my bobbleheads do not. Some people keep them in the boxes, and the
Yeah.
boxes can do that, but I think that they're made to display.
Yeah.
And everything that I buy, even if I end up trading it, is with the intention of putting it in my personal collection.
Beautiful.
So I have this, and this fits DVDs and it fits bobbleheads, and I become obsessive. And I get into these Facebook groups, and there are these guys that have like tens and thousands of bobbleheads in like warehouses hidden from their wives, and it is hilarious. And it's so funny, but like I like to show my stuff, and I love being on here. This is a great. I thank you for the opportunity. Like I love showing off my stuff because I'm proud of it, and like I sit in this man cave every night with my wife, and I'm very happy, and I love to just sometimes just say to me like, what are you doing? And I'm not looking at the not looking at my theater screen. I'm looking at my bobblehead collection, and
Yeah.
I'm always rearranging it. And like now I got this TikTok thing going on with my thousands and thousands of followers. And but bobbleheads, sorry. So I became obsessive, and I started trading for it. I bought some, and I traded some of my memorabilia for like a lot of them. I'll be honest. And like when I say trading, like sold something on eBay and then somehow got something. So that money was a trade. It wasn't actually acquired money. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
but like so I just fell in love with them, and I'm a big toy guy. Like I always love collecting toys and things like that. And I think that the bobblehead is the ultimate piece of memorabilia slash toy. I think
Yeah.
that some of them are done in such awesome ways. They capture such awesome moments. And they I just love them. Like other people come over and they either love it or they hate it, like because they're freaked out by all the eyes looking at them. But that doesn't bother me.
You know what? I love it. You can really see your passion in this, and it's
Yeah,
wicked. I love talking to you about it.
I love it too. Yeah, I
Oh,
love talking to you as well.
and your man cave, it really resonates with me too, because this is the Goat Raj, and I come in here, I put the kids to bed, and I can't wait to get in here. There's something about just being surrounded by legends and your memorabilia and your jerseys, and it's just a great feeling.
I
And
agree. Could not
right?
agree more.
Does your wife ever give you a hard time like mine does sometimes?
I mean, like, there's the every once in a while hard time, but my wife, as she's become known as the Bobble Wifey, is very, very supportive. I actually gifted her a bobblehead the year that our son was born. And it is one of us dressed as Danny and Sandy from Greece, which actually was our engagement pictures,
Wow.
which made Philly Mag, which is like the biggest magazine in Philadelphia. So that was my first 15 minutes of fame, and now I'm going for it again. You know what I mean? Like so, um, my wife is well, I bought her her own belt, that like, wrestling belt that says, well, no, I didn't buy it for her, actually I traded for her. I traded for a wrestling belt that says world's greatest mom on it.
Oh, they're awesome. You're making me
That's
look bad,
pretty
but
dope, yeah.
I just want to clear it up. My wife's very supportive as well, but carry on.
Yeah, no, I got you. My wife's very supportive, but
Yeah.
sometimes she's got to put the brakes on and say,
Yeah. Yeah.
I've noticed you've been getting a lot of boxes lately. Like, yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. Um,
But
you
the
mentioned
bobblehead is great.
yeah, absolutely. You mentioned belts. Can we take a look at your belts? Because I got one. I got the kind of the newer generation belt, the one that's current, but
I
the
thought you
ones
got the WWE. Okay.
the ones you got are legit. You got the John Cena spinning.
Yeah, so this is the first ever belt that I got, so I thought it was
Yeah.
appropriate to wear on the show.
Yeah.
And this belt I actually bought at Madison Square Garden at a dual shooting when I was in high school of Raw and Throwback Saturday night's main event. And I think the main event of Saturday night's main event actually had CM Punk in it, which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
But
He's
John Cena
back.
was champ at the time. I'm a huge John Cena fan. My friends always trolled me for it. I don't care. I loved Roman when he was getting booed. I don't care. I like who I like, and
Yeah.
it is who it is. It is, but so this is my first ever belt. But I have a whole collection of belts. I'm gonna put this down, but like holding a belt's kind of like one of my things.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna focus to over here.
Mm-hmm.
And you
Beautiful.
see the belts.
Wow. Do you want to?
So I got like the Winged Eagle WWE Championship.
Yeah, that just reminds me of Bret the Hitman Hart, Shawn Michaels, Austin.
Bret the Hitman Hart, the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. Let's go.
That's wicked.
And then I got fantasy football for being the champion of a league. I got a Philadelphia Eagles Fanaholic belt, 76ers belt, a Philadelphia Philly Fanatic belt. And these are all solid. These are like real wrestling belts.
Yeah, yeah.
And as I said earlier in the broadcast, the one that I got my wife's out on display, the world's greatest mom. So
that is cool, man.
that's my wrestling belt display. So
thank you for showing that, man.
Yeah, man, of course.
Love your setup.
Thank you. Do you want to see any of my other stuff or
100%? Let's see. Let's take a look.
All right, yeah. So like in here I got a AJ Brown, Brian Dawkins signed Eagles helmet. This is signed by Jalen Hurts. This is signed by Dick Vermeil. This is signed by half of the 2004 Eagles, including was this given to me by my father-in-law. Thank you. This is signed by half of the 2004 Eagles that won the Super Bowl. This is a Bryce Harper signed ball. This is a Philadelphia Eagles luchador mask. I got this Kansas City Frauds helmet that's signed by Tyreek Hill, Mahomes, and Kelsey. Got two 18-inch Snoop Dogs. I want to show you one more thing that's not in there. I could go all day doing this, but like as I go around, you'll see that's my screen in my cave. I've got let's make sure you can see it.
There's Snoop.
43-inch Snoop Dogg bobblehead. This is my
crown.
Made a trade for this.
Bobble Goat, bring it in because it went blurry a bit. The screen went blurry.
How's that?
The screen's blurry right now. You might have moved something.
Hold up. Interesting.
Do you see that?
Yeah, I see that. That's weird.
There we go. You're back.
All right, back.
Now look at that.
43-inch Snoop Dogg.
That's good.
And I made a trade for it, and I absolutely love this. This is my crown jewel. I have an unboxing video on my TikTok for my thousands and thousands of followers. And I could go all day showing you my collection. Like I want like back there I have like Austin signature. I don't know, and like I have an MD signature. I got mad stuff, but that's for another day, I would say.
I love it. We're gonna do this again. So I want to see everything in there, and I'm sure you're gonna be getting new stuff.
I definitely want to do this again. This is awesome. This is awesome. Like the Mets.
You know what? I loved your that DX jersey because we have a podcast coming up, and we're gonna talk wrestling, right? And the two best groups in the history of wrestling is DX and these guys, the NWO.
Yeah.
Who do you pick?
Well, it's tough.
Yeah.
But I'm going to answer this question with a bobblehead.
Perfect.
This is probably my sickest wrestling bobblehead. The ones who won the war.
Oh, is that
Generation X?
Oh, Shawn Michaels and you got Triple H there?
Shawn Michaels and Triple H coming in on a tank.
That is sweet. Yeah.
Numbered out of only 222 ever made.
Yeah. I guess they did win the war, eh?
They won the war.
But you know what?
I just never won the war.
I just can't get it out of my head when you got events like Michael Buffer introducing Hollywood Hulk Hogan at Starrcade 97. doing his Let's Get Ready to Rumble, and then Voodoo Child comes on, and you got Hollywood Hulk Hogan and the rest of the NWO gang come in. That is the greatest spectacle. It destroys MMA, boxing. That was the greatest come out entrance, I think. And those are some of the memories.
Greatest entrance, the most chilling entrance. If you want to talk wrestling entrances,
Yeah.
I would love to, talk wrestling with you anytime, because the Bobble Goat loves to talk wrestling. I'm updated on current, and I know my wrestling facts. I have a whole shelf of wrestling bobbleheads that that could be a whole show, whatever. And where was I going with that? Well, the Bobble Goat
The
thinks
entrance.
that the best entrance of all time is The Undertaker. Because
Oh,
when
yeah.
you hear that ding,
Dong, yeah, it's
whether
awesome.
you're 5 or 35 or 55 or 80, you get chills. And like wrestling for me, like it's turned into like not just like a thing that I follow, and like it always was something I followed. I watched the pay-per-views when I was young with my friends, and I would have my friends over, we'd order pizzas and get the pay-per-views, and it was sweet. But like now, once the network came out and now it's on Peacock and everything, it's so easy to watch stuff. And like I have people over in my theater. I've been to 5 WrestleManias. Excited to go to this year's WrestleMania because it's in Philadelphia. WrestleMania is coming home to Philadelphia, and it's going to be awesome. And
That's wicked.
I think that you get chills up your spine when you hear that ding of the Undertaker. So what I was saying, it's become a family and friend thing. Like I go with my other best friend who lives out in LA once a year. We go to Mania, so I'm excited for him to come in and visit for a little while. And we're going with my father-in-law and my brother-in-law, so it's become like a whole family thing. My father-in-law, like he loves wrestling. He loves wrestling as well, and like we talk about it. And like he used to like sell programs and he has like some great stories. The Blue Meanie used to work for him and is a friend. Like so it's like really cool having wrestling as like part of like family stuff. Like it's really it's awesome.
Awesome. Well, you know what? You pump me up when you talk wrestling.
I'm glad that I pump you up when I talk wrestling, because I get pumped up when I talk wrestling.
Okay, awesome, brother. Are we gonna do some GOAT rapid fire?
We can do some GOAT rapid fire.
All right.
Can definitely do some GOAT rapid fire.
All right. I don't know why the fireworks come on when I do something. Did you see those fireworks?
I saw the fireworks.
Whoa. Okay. The energy. Okay. So you're gonna give me your answer. You can expand if you want to, or you can say next question. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's GOAT. Crosby or Ovechkin?
Crosby, because I don't know that much about hockey, and I'm from Pennsylvania, even though he's our biggest rival. Ovechkin. Next question.
Connor McDavid or prime Pavel Bure?
Connor McDavid. Next question. That guy's crazy.
Okay, Jordan, LeBron, Kobe. Who's your 1, 2, and 3?
Well, let me just preface this with we have a rule in this house, and we don't have anything ever to do with. I hope this is a child-friendly thing. I'll say it once. We don't have anything to do with the bitch in this house, as I like to call him, because I think that anyone who knows me well would know that I am a hater. I respect his game.
Yeah,
I respect his game. But if I had to go 3, 2, 1, it would be, you know what?
LeBrunda.
Kobe, who's number 1 in my heart. And then the GOAT of GOATs, Michael Jordan from North Carolina. Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan. Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah, I agree with you, man. All right. Jalen Hurts or Josh Allen?
Well, you're talking.
And be honest, though. Be honest. I'm talking skill and,
All right. So
passing.
if you want to be honest, one has been to a Super Bowl and one has been criticized because he cannot win. I have this very dope. I respect the hell out of Josh Allen. He's my fantasy quarterback. My Dolphins buddy Tommy and Jared, no outs aren't going to like this, but I have this Josh Allen bobblehead. It's pretty dope. It's an exclusive that was given out to beer distributors. I made a trade for it. Him jumping over a Corona. But I think that Jalen Hurts is the better quarterback.
All right.
I'll be honest, he is. They're both turnover prone, right? Josh Allen leads the league in interceptions. Jalen Hurts definitely leads the league in fumbles or total turnovers. They both lead the league in total turnovers. Their respective leagues. The AFC is probably better than the NFC because the Eagles right now are 10 and Jets, and the Jets did kick our asses, but it's fine.
All right, we'll move on.
Yeah, we'll move on. Sorry, I went on a rant there.
Yeah, no, that's good. I love it. Djokovic, Nadal, or Federer?
So I'm gonna go with Federer. Federer is my GOAT.
Okay.
Federer is my GOAT. I know that's controversial and people are going to think Djokovic, but Federer is my GOAT.
Okay, awesome. So we got a UFC coming up. You got Leon Edwards versus Colby Covington. Who wins that?
Colby Covington, because his name's Colby. Next question.
Awesome. Okay. Some wrestling rapid fire questions. Hulk Hogan, the absolute GOAT of the golden era, or Stone Cold Steve Austin, the Attitude Era GOAT? I know. Who are you picking?
Hulk Hogan, the Hulkster.
Yeah. Undertaker or The Rock?
Oh my God, these are hard ones. The Rock with his millions and millions, and the Bobble Goat with his thousands and thousands of followers.
Awesome. Okay, tag team legends. The Legion of Doom or the Dudley Boys?
From Philadelphia, ECW, the Dudley Boys. We want tables.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I agree. Okay, Biggie or Tupac?
I would say Biggie.
Okay.
Because I have a bobblehead. That's the honest to God reason.
Yeah.
I don't have a bobblehead of Tupac.
Okay. 90s sitcoms. We got Saved by the Bell or Friends?
Friends, easily.
Ooh. Okay. You guys are famous for the Philly cheesesteak. So Philly cheesesteak or the New York pizza?
That's funny that it's even a question. It's not close. You have the New York pizza, and it's like here, and it might be the goat of pizzas, but then you have the goat of all foods. You've got the bread and the cheese at Whiz and the steak waiting for you at many different places, and it doesn't come like it comes in Philly anywhere else, because Philly knows what to do, because there's something in the water that makes the cheesesteak taste amazing. It's all about the bread, baby. Obviously the Philly cheesesteak for the Philly guy.
Wow, good to know. Okay, this was just a few months ago. This was a topic, so I'm not trying to throw you under the bus, but blondes or brunettes?
Blondes, easily. Blondes. I'm a blonde guy. I think there's many attractive brunettes, but I am a blonde guy.
Good to know. All right, so another Philly-related question. It's about the Rocky movies.
Okay.
What's the better movie? You got Rocky 3 with Clubber Lang or Rocky 4 with Ivan Drago?
Oh, Ivan Drago, by far. Rocky 4 might be my favorite Rocky.
Oh, nice. Okay. Which sport bobblehead is worth the most?
So I've seen probably football. Football, because it's rare to find certain players in football. But I mean, wrestling bobbleheads, I consider wrestling a sport. Are very valuable, and baseball, I mean, like, if you can track down old bobbleheads, they've gone at auctions for hundreds of thousands of dollars. So I mean, like, I'm not paying that, but if I could track down it down at a thrift shop or someone that doesn't know what they have to trade or something like that, always down for a snipe.
Okay, last question. I don't know if you already said this, but your greatest bobblehead to you.
The greatest bobblehead to me.
You gotta pick one.
I thought I was gonna show 5.
Okay. Show me 5, because that'll give you that'll be tough for you.
Okay, I want to show 5. So in no
show me
particular
5.
order.
Yeah.
I've got this Kelsey's bobblehead, the hottest thing in sports right now, but I have loved the Kelseys at the Super Bowl special edition bobblehead.
Oh, unreal.
I've got this Philly special. A bobblehead Bobble Goat top 5 would not be complete without Nick Foles. I've got this Philly special bobblehead, which is dope as F. I've got this Joel Phantom of the Process Embiid bobblehead when he broke his face in the playoffs and had to wear, and as the Philly ring the bell. I have this greatest moment in WrestleMania history, Hulk Hogan slamming Andre
Wow.
the Giant bobblehead. How dope is this one?
That's got to be the best thing I've seen yet here.
Yeah, so I have a whole collection of wrestling bobbleheads. As I said, I would love to come back and show them to you. And the last one I'm going to show, just because it has a near dear place in my heart, is the first custom bobblehead I ever got. Happened to run into this and trade for it, and it's of Bryce Harper. But it's him honoring Kobe Bryant. And there's an actual picture of it out there. He wore it on like A24, like the first year after he passed. And it's
Unreal.
him doing the Superman, but you see the Kobe Bryant jersey under him, and it's just a meaningful one.
Everyone loves the Mamba. He's the global GOAT.
He is. He really is.
100%. Buddy, I had so much fun. We finished the pod.
This was awesome. The Bobble Goat and his hundreds and hundreds of followers appreciate it. We really do.
So
really do.
I finished off the pod. I toast to the GOAT, you, and I drink to your greatness. So for this one, I got some homemade moonshine. All right, I'm gonna drink this for you.
I want to take a drink with you.
Oh, show me what you got.
I've got this Bird Gang bourbon whiskey special edition. It's made in Philadelphia, and it has special edition for the Eagles Kelly Green. And I'm gonna take a shot with you.
Oh, you're cracking it open for me, man. That's nice of you.
Yeah, man. I needed an occasion to crack this open. This is a great occasion.
Oh, that's a stiffy. Yes. Hey, brother. So I just want to emphasize again, I love talking to people like you with this, with the strong passion. I know, family comes first always, but you need something, you need a hobby.
You definitely need a hobby, and family definitely comes first. And there's the Bobble Wifey and the Bobble Air, and they come first. But this is definitely a passion. Cheers to that.
But cheers to that. The Bobble Goat. Oh yeah. Okay. You know what we got to do? Do the TikTok lives together. I saw you on there. I want to join you.
Okay. We'll set it up. I need more. I think my videos do a lot better than my lives do, because people are. I'm doing my shtick and people are just passing by it, and only my loyal people.
Yeah. Well, whatever.
On it, I have good ones. So yeah, I'd love to do
it together.
Live. We do a TikTok live talk wrestling. That would be great.
Oh, unreal. And then I just want to say for the GOAT fans, you got to find the Bobble Goat on TikTok. Find his content. You post
I'm
often.
at the Bobble Goat. Literally, it's Bobble Goat. So like, just look it up. It's Bobble Goat. It's a custom picture of a goat that kind of looks like Snoop Dogg, and it's wearing a belt that says Bobble Goat on it. So find me. I'll give you a follow back. I follow lots of people. That's one of my strategies to get people. So I appreciate my thousands and thousands of followers. It's now come to thousands. It's been great. It's great. It's unreal.
And we'll put your stuff on our socials, buddy. So just thank you so much for doing this. And GOAT fans, if you're listening to this on audio podcast platforms, head over to YouTube where you can actually see all the memorabilia of the Bobble Goat, because it's wicked. This is the funnest pod I've done. So
I appreciate that. This is so much fun. I would definitely let's make more happen. This
awesome, brother. All right, brother. This is do you want to do any shout outs actually before we head out?
Yes. I want to once again shout out the No Outs podcast, who inspired me. I want to shout out my friend Alex. I want to shout out my wife, the Bobble Wifey, and I want to shout out the Bobble. Every single person. If I don't, you know what? I'm gonna stop it there, because otherwise it will just go forever.
Yeah.
But I appreciate everything that everyone does for me, and I appreciate you having me on here, and I feel blessed, and I love to be able to share my passion, and this is just so much fun. Thank you.
Awesome. Vancouver, Philadelphia connection. We're going to do it again. This is the greatest of all time podcast show, GOAT Radio. We will see you next time for more GOAT history. We'll see you later. See ya, Bobble Goat.
See ya. Thank you. That was awesome.